Morning, guys. I'm probably not going to be on long, but I'm going to have my say about what went on yesterday. It seems like only certain people's struggles around here amount or count for anything. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Sarah and Brandon for hello, Ben, for their stream this morning. I'm sure it was helpful to a lot of people. Hey, Stewie. So yesterday I went live about something that Laura said, something that struck a chord with me. Lisa 54, main girl, Remy, Galway, and just a sub, coffee chat. So yesterday I went live about something that Laura said that really struck a chord with me. And if you watched my live, you would have seen that I never once made reference to Laura's parenting. I made it very clear that if that's the way that she wants to communicate with her children, that's her business. I made that very clear. I never used the word trigger, but I didn't like the idea. I didn't like her words for people being called idiots. Maybe your kids wouldn't do drugs if you joked with them more often or if you had an open relationship. That was what my live was about. So lo and behold, who has to go live and make it their business? Amanda Lynn. Now, we hear all around here all the time, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, Amanda Lynn must have been watching pretty fucking close because her live started out because somebody in my chat said that she was in Laura's and she had to go live to say she wasn't in Laura's. And then Hello Starlight, the biggest shit stir on these streets, had to put in her 2 cents worth. I was in there. You were in there, Starlight. And you were telling her how you understood. It wouldn't be your way of doing things, but you understood. It seems like other people's struggles on here only matter. But then BTS said something, and yeah, it hurt me. It sure did. I don't give a shit what Amanda Lynn has to say. I don't give a shit what Hello Starlight has to say. I mean, Hello Starlight acts like a 12-year-old running around with grumpy grandpa freaking troll accounts and high horse and camel accounts. Who cares what they have to say? But then BTS, of all people, you know, the one that seems to throw the rock and then hides her hands. She says, well, Casey went live. If it triggered, why would you go live and trigger more people? Okay, first of all, BTS, that hurt my heart coming from you. Because I don't give a shit what the other two people say. But come from you. And it's not the first time you've done it to me, BTS. I have the right to go live about anything that I feel like affects me, just like you do. And what Laura said personally affected me. Good morning, Tina. I'm sorry I'm not reading chat. So it was my right to go live about it. Amanda Lynn has the right to go live about anything she wants. She just had to drag herself into this. And then it just snowballed from there. All the people running around saying, oh, poor BTS, poor BTS. You know what, BTS? You put up a community post, and I want to thank you for putting that up because it says, not today, Satan, not today. Well, let me tell you something, BTS. I live that community I live that comment, I'm sorry, every single day. Every single day, I have to look and say, "Not today, Satan, not today." Because I am scared to death I am going to lose my son. I don't get to run from my abuse because my abuse is being tortured because of my son's addiction. He is my child. So I'm sorry, BTS, for what you've been through in your life, but don't you dare try to make it any more. Don't you dare try to invalidate what I've been through in my life and what I continue to go through on a daily basis. What I continue to go through every single day of my life. So for you to sit up there and try to invalidate my feelings, yeah, BTS, it fucking hurt. And I lashed out. But it's okay to lash out because let me read you a comment from Hello Starlight in someone else's chat. Okay, I'm not allowed to lash out. Okay, but this is what Hello Starlight had to say in Fod's chat because Fod's allowed to. Fod's allowed to be understood. I'm trying to find it. A lot of people are hurt. Some lash out. You, of all people, can relate to lashing out, Fod. I wish we could start moving forward and not backwards. Really, Starlight? Really, Starlight? That only applies to Fod? Why? Because you don't like me? Now let's listen to that again. A lot of people are hurt. Some lash out. You, of all people, can relate to lashing out, Fod. I wish we could start moving forward and not backwards. But Starlight had to make it her business. She had to sit up on a panel and do her typical 12-year-old. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The truth thinks she's the moral police of YouTube. No, I don't think I'm the moral police of YouTube. Never have. Never have. No, it's not a competition, Jane the Teach. You're right, it's not a competition. But I'm sick and damn tired of every time I speak on something, somebody else makes it their business. I did not mention their names during my live stream yesterday. Not one time did I mention their damn names. But Amanda Lynn had to take this and turn this into something all wrong because she heard that someone said she was in Laura's. It doesn't matter who she's talking about, Jane the Teach. The comment stands. We all lash out. We all lash out. And I lashed out at BTS. Why? Because BTS's words. Allie's nurse, you are one of the most hateful bitches on here. So somebody do the honors and block this bitch because I am sick and tired of you running your mouth in every single chat with my name in your mouth. Allie's nurse is an asshole. Well, I guess I don't have any wrenches in here. I don't know. So I'll do the honors, Allie's nurse. Bye, grumpy grandpa. What a mature thing to say, Allie's nurse. What a very mature thing to say. What a very mature thing to say, Allie's nurse. What are you, fucking 12? So let me tell you what I go through on a daily basis now, okay? Since my feelings aren't validated. Oh no, I'm not allowed to speak about what I want on my channel, Bernie, because it turns into Amanda Lynn going live and making it about her. Hello, Starlight sitting on panel doing her little 12-year-old. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The truth is the moral police of YouTube. I'd rather be known as the moral police than the shit starter. Exactly. I never go into their lives and do this shit. But they can't wait to come in here. And BTS, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your words hurt my feelings. That must mean I feel some kind of way about you because I don't give a shit what Amanda Lynn and Hello Starlight have to say. Hello, Marianne. And I damn sure don't give a shit what that Allie's nurse has to say. But you threw the rock yesterday, BTS, and then you hid your hands, and then you went and put up all your victim card um freaking community post. That's what you did. That's what you've done to me now 3 times. So if you have a problem about what I go live about, then keep it to yourself, BTS. Keep it to yourself. Bye, Fod. Yeah, full on demon. Full on fake ass is what she is. Don't even get me started on that one. Oh, I'm gay. Oh, I'm trans. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. No, you ain't nothing but a fucking people want people to fucking feel sorry for your ass. Your sympathy game is over. I get it, Harley. I get it. But I don't get to run from mine either. I don't get an escape because it's my son. And I've never, ever gone into one of BTS's chats when she's talking about domestic abuse and made fun of it. But do you know how many times I've seen BTS sit on a panel while people of domestic abuse has been made fun of? I'm so sick of everybody acting like their problems are somehow more important. But when I talk about me, oh, oh, Donna, you're the biggest troll on YouTube. I just thought I'd let you know. Because I guess because you don't have a picture. Because you have something to say that doesn't go their way. It doesn't swing their way. But for somebody who is so outspoken and a domestic violence survivor. You said in fucking chats that just ream domestic violence victims, survivors. Do you see me setting in chats with people going on and on and on about how drug users are garbage, they're trash? No, you see me stand against that. So BTS, I'm really sorry that your words hurt me more than their words do because I don't give a shit about them. And I do give a shit about you. If they don't like you, their problems are always worse and they are bigger victims. Of course. Of course. Let me tell you something that I go through on a daily basis. On a daily basis. You know, I have my good times. There's times when my the same way she used it to hurt me, teacher's mom, the same way she used it to hurt me, except she threw the rock and hid her hands and let the others take over. That's what she does. And then Hello Starlight has the nerve to go in and say, and then Tracy or Grumpy Grandpa, Donkey Dick, whatever she calls me, every day it changes. Then she went into Jenni Jen's and tried to justify what she did. No, I went into Jenni Jen's because, well, I like to go into Jenni Jen's. But I went in there and I was very honest when I got up on that panel. And I asked them, please tell me if I was wrong for making a comparison about my situation and BTS's situation. And I told them, please tell me if I'm wrong. So I didn't go in there to justify anything, Hello Starlight, and it's not your business where I do go and where I don't. Just because you don't have any loyalty to anybody on here except for your little handful of mean girls, because we all know how you've treated Jenni Jenn, don't we? Okay, Marianne. So now I'm going to tell you a story of why I snapped. Okay? I'm going to tell you a story of why I snapped. My son is back from Florida. He's back in Indiana. He's got some legal issues to take care of. But in the meantime, he's back to using. And the other night, he come in here so fucked up. This is my brother's home. This is not my home. He came in here so fucked up. And because I confronted him, he threatened to tear my brother's home up. The same thing he did to me 2 years ago on Christmas Eve. And then I had him Baker acted. I had PTSD standing in my brother's living room, scared to death of what he was going to do because he was so strung out on some shit. I am a nervous fucking wreck every single day. Every time he walks out this fucking door. Every single time he walks out this door, I have to wonder if he's going to come back. And if he comes back, what condition will he be in? because this is not my home. This is my brother's home. And I have been walking on eggshells for 3 fucking weeks. So I'm sorry if I get a little snippy here and there. But please, please don't invalidate my fucking feelings. This is my son. I have fought for 17 years to keep him alive. So you're right, BTS. Not today, Satan. Not today. And I'm sorry that this is making me emotional. I didn't plan on coming on here and crying. But be the parent of an addict, of somebody that's actually using, and then tell me your problems are bigger than mine, okay? Because I don't feel that way. I don't feel like my problems are bigger than yours. They're mine. This is my child, the only child I have. And what Laura said hit me to the bone, as if I didn't have open communication. And yes, I took it personally. And I spoke on it. And then it had to turn into this freaking circus because Amanda Lynn just couldn't keep her mouth shut because she has to involve herself for in everything. So now we've got all these people running around saying, oh, what a horrible person. The truth is, what a horrible person the truth is, because she snapped at BTS, because she used BTS's situation as a comparison to her own. Oh my God, the truth is the worst. And there's community post after community post, and you know what? I don't care. It doesn't change my life. If you could put up a community post that could change my life right now, then I would give you the go ahead to put up anything. Be a parent and never know when your child walks out the door whether they're going to come home. If they're going to come home messed up on something that is totally out of their character, whether they're going to come home at all, whether a cop is going to knock on your door and say, we just found them. He left here the other night. I get a phone call at 1:30 in the morning from his friend saying Chance had just messaged them and he was on the bridge ready to jump, because that's how low he is in his life right now. So please, I am begging you, you don't have to feel sorry for me. I don't need your pity, but don't you dare undermine my pain and what I'm going through. And that's what I felt like you did, BTS. Margot, take care of yourself. I absolutely adore you. I have been going through total hell for 3 freaking weeks. 3 weeks. And because I say something, then Mandolin has to jump on the boat. Fucking Hello Starlight has to jump on the boat. Hello Starlight, you belonged on that panel the other night of Mean Girls. You belonged up there. Too bad you didn't show your mean girl side while you were up there. So don't you dare, Tracy, don't you dare compare domestic violence to drug abuse. Don't you dare. You are the worst person on YouTube, the truth, because you made a comparison. Oh, all kinds of community posts up everywhere. Not today, Satan, not today. You're damn right, BTS, not today. Not today. My life had nothing to do with a mandolin. It had nothing to do with Hello Starlight. It had nothing to do with BTS. But they made it their problem. They made it their business. And somehow or another, I always end up a bad guy. Why? Because you people can't stand me. And that's okay. Stay out of my life. Stay out of my business. Because I went live about something that affected me that had nothing to do with any of them. Then BTS should have kept her mouth shut, Doodle. Then BTS should have kept her mouth shut. I have put my story out there. My story's not important. Thank you, the whole truth. My story's not important. Everybody else's is important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's domestic abuse. It doesn't matter if it's, their puppy is sick. I, I have sympathy. I have empathy. But for them to take this and make this about them and then to turn around and flip it. I never said it was her fault, Valerie. I never said what I'm going through is her fault. I did a live stream based on my feelings. And then Amanda Lynn fired up one, and my feelings were invalidated on that panel. And yes, the only one on that panel that hurt me was BTS because I don't give a shit about the other two. Thank you, Bluebell. I don't care what Hello Starlight thinks. I don't give a shit what Amanda Lynn thinks. I do give a shit about what BTS thinks. So did I strike out at her? I guess I did because I made a comparison. Because I made a comparison about domestic violence and being the mother of an addict. Was it a bad comparison? Maybe so. I never said it was BTS's fault. I'm so sorry about your ex. The psychological trauma is very similar to domestic abuse because you often are physically, I'm not physically abused. I could take a good punch. I could handle, I could bandage it up and go on about my way. The punches I get are emotional. I am doing my best to save my son, just as BTS is doing her best to save herself. But please don't invalidate my feelings by going on a panel and telling me I shouldn't have gone live about it. I thought so too, Wendy. I really did. I thought BTS was a beautiful soul too. But this is the third time she's done this shit to me. The third time. And yes, they do support people that say so much worse. I'm personally over this whole whining about Laura for years because she's coming for you. But now, because she's not, it's just how she is, making excuses. I could totally agree, Amber Gay. I totally agree. I did break in the silence. I did. You set up on that panel and you said, well, if it triggered you, Tracy, why would you go live about it and trigger more people? I did, BTS. I didn't lie on you. And you know what, BTS? The only reason it hurt me is because it came from you. If it would have come from a mandolin or it would have come from Hello Starlight, I wouldn't give a shit. But it hurt coming from you. Now, what's that tell you, BTS? I do care about you and I do care about your situation. But you sure the hell don't feel it doesn't feel like you give two shits about mine. It sure the hell doesn't feel like you give a damn about mine, BTS. Good morning, Mommy of Three. By the way, when I saw the rapper died, I had a stroke. I thought it was our Mommy of Three. I forgive. I'm done. I feel the same way about BTS as I did before yesterday. That one comment is what this is about. Thank you, Mommy and Three. Yeah, it is breaking the silence. It is because you invalidated my feelings about being able to go live about something that hurt me. That's what this is about, is that one comment. Because after you said that, I left the live stream. This is a platform where everybody can speak. Some feel like they need to stick their fat noses and always make it about them when it's not. Breaking the silence, I have not received any kind of invite in Discord. Someone told me the other day, Breaking the Silence is trying to get in touch with you. I have not received any kind of invite from you in Discord. You can speak on whatever you feel you need to. Truth, your feelings are just as valid as anyone else. Well, apparently not, Amber Kay. Because Amanda Lynn had to go live and make it all about her because someone in my chat said she was in Laura's. I never said she was in Laura's. Hello Starlight was in Laura's, and she totally, totally, totally understood where Laura was coming from. How many times have you invalidated my feelings, Breaking the Silence? Do I need to pull up the panel where you sat on it and went at me because I went live about something that you didn't like? Mean girls do fit them, but I don't think BTS fits with them. I don't think BTS fits in the mean girl um, category, and that is why it hurt me. How is the truth going live about Laura's comment about addiction being triggered any different than the lives that were made when MM made the comment about sticking a needle in your arm? Because it's the truth. And whenever the truth and serendipity go live and we speak our piece, then somebody has a problem with it. I understand, Wendy. Trust me, it wasn't Laura that hurt me. I don't care about Laura. In order for me to be hurt, I have to care about you. And it was BTS who got up there and made me feel like that my feelings were not valid. And my feelings about what I'm going through are just as valid as what BTS is going through. No, Breaking the Silence, that's not true. I don't tell your friends what to do. It was not my goal, Ash 274. If she denounced you, she did it on her own. I went up there to ask them for their personal opinion about the situation. If you got denounced by somebody, I don't make anybody do anything, Ash 274. So you're not going to lay that on me. You're not going to put that on me. I'm not taking that. Stop talking about Jenni Jenn. Exactly. Take it up with her. She's a grown woman. Yeah, I did go on her panel. Drop who a link, Wendy? Thank you, champ. And I will too, Ash 274. And I will too. Shauna, I don't even know what you said about me. Shauna, I have no idea what you even said about me. I do see a therapist. Why are we here? Oh my God. These trolls, sweet sister is dead. What is Ask 274? Take a link. If you think I'm responsible for the way Jenni Jenn feels, you are insane. I don't talk to her behind the scenes. I have no freaking idea what is going on between you all. As a matter of fact, I've always been very supportive of you, Ash 274. I've always been very supportive of you and said that you stand for what's right. You're just pissed off because I got a problem with your little buddies, because I got a problem with Mary Ann. Melbaro, people do give a crap about you. And that's exactly, I wasn't doing it, Amber Kay. I went up to ask her an honest opinion. But every time you have a problem with Mary Ann or one of them, then Ash 274 all of a sudden has a problem with you. Come on with I agree, salty bitch. Exactly. Jenny's feelings have nothing to do with this right now. And I agree with that too, Wendy, that we can all do better. I give a crap too, Malboro. Whatever, Ash. I'm not arguing with you. This isn't about you. This has nothing to do with you. And I see BTS didn't take a link. I dropped her a link. She doesn't want to work it out because if she works it out with me, she won't be popular with the other girls. What's the matter? Asked you 74. I told the truth. No, boots don't. She tried to get you to take a link yesterday. Who, Jenny? Who tried to get me to take a link? You mean the one that stuck her nose in my business and had no right to? Take a link, Mandolin. Then if it isn't true, asked you 7-4, then it wouldn't have been agreed with. If it isn't true, then it wouldn't have been agreed with. So take your problem over to your friend. No, Wendy, she's the one that started all this shit. She picked my live apart all because she heard that she was in Laura's. You can't tell somebody their perspective isn't the truth. It's their perspective. Morning, Amanda T. Quit attacking BTS. How about BTS quits invalidating my feelings? How about BTS keeps our mouth shut? How about we all quit pampering BTS? Trust me, if BTS wouldn't have said what she said, I wouldn't be nearly as hurt as I am right now because I've made it clear I don't give a shit what a mandolin or Hello Starlight says. Thank you, Samantha B. Thank you. And it hurts. It hurts when your feelings get invalidated every time you speak on something personal. Every single time I talk on something that involves my real life and what's going on in it, somebody strikes up a live and invalidates it. BTS, I adore you. That's why it hurt me. Ash, you got no room to talk about making digs about domestic violence, girlfriend. You sit in streams where people threaten domestic violence survivors, victims all the time. So don't come at me sideways. It's fun to make fun of people with domestic violence, right? Ash 274, unless it's your friend. And I never made fun of her freaking domestic violence situation. But it's all fun and games, ain't it? Asked you 7-4 when you said in live streams that say they were gonna look up somebody's domestic violence um, abuser and interview them. Exactly. Sorry, champ, that you're suffering. Like I said, I didn't come on here. Oh, come on, Ash. Do I really need to say it? Do I really need to say it? Yeah, you're right. It was Laura, not you. But you sure sit in there and cheer it on, don't you? All because you don't like these people. All because you don't like them. I agree, Amber K. Congratulations, Sin. Breaking the silence. You said on a panel. You said on a panel while things were being said about somebody's child being beat out of them. Stop it. No, Puss in Boots, I don't have the right to speak on what I want. PSA, I'm not a freaking advocate. Hmm. Wow. Wow. It doesn't matter, your main girl. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's not put any responsibility on anybody, Valerie. Okay. At what point do we stop saying, well, I left that chat when that person was talked about, but I'm back in there on their next live? If you're supporting someone, then you're supporting them. Totally agree, TL. I'm willing to talk privately, Amber K. You don't have to worry about me holding you to any standard anymore, breaking the silence. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it because trust me, I wouldn't be this hurt had anybody else said it. Actually, I took what you wrote the way you intended it, probably because my guard is up. Yeah, my guard is up too, Donna. And when I get told basically that I shouldn't have gone live about something and it gets said by somebody that I actually care about, then yeah, it hurts. I don't think BTS is out of anything. I don't think the scars leave just because you're not in that situation. I don't think you ever forget. I don't know. I've never been in that situation, just as breaking the silence has never been in mine. Did I deserve what I got breaking the silence? Did you speak up on that panel and say, "Man, we shouldn't be doing this because she's going through something"? Your feelings are very valid breaking the silence, but somehow you feel like mine aren't. Hey, Betty Boop. Okay, I understand that breaking the silence. Trust me, I know what it feels like to be upset and have to puke. Trust me. And no, I don't believe people that break away from domestic violence ever gets over it. I believe it stays with them forever. But I'm seriously going through PTSD right now. Seriously. And because I speak out on something stupid said by Laura, I get a live stream kicked up. I get a live stream kicked up because somehow or another it became all about Amanda Lynn. And then I've got Hello Starlight up there being her typical childish self. Thank you, Lexi Lou. Just as I would wrap my arms around BTS. You know what, Max 11? You didn't realize how bad he was because I didn't come on here and talk about it. Domestic violence is no joking matter. No, you didn't just go on a panel and because you were bored breaking the silence, you basically said I shouldn't have gone live about what I went live about. You invalidated my feelings. That's what you did. And like I said, because I don't give a shit about what Amanda Lynn says, and I don't give a shit about what Hello Starlight says. But when that came out of your mouth, that hurt me, BTS. Mandolin, you struck up alive, and the first words out of your mouth were, "Well, I was watching the truth, and somebody in her chat said I was in Laura's, and I wasn't." And then it went on with Hello Starlight saying, "No, the truth thinks she's the moral police of YouTube. And then it went on to BTS saying, well, if it triggered somebody, maybe the truth shouldn't have gone live about it. Hey, Charlie girl. Yeah, okay, breaking the silence. Continue to play the victim, okay? Continue to play the victim here. No, she doesn't want to talk. She just said she doesn't think it's a good time to talk. Thank you, Kim Smith. And my opinion. Well, your opinion hurt my feelings, okay? Breaking the silence, okay? Am I not allowed to be hurt too? So your opinion is I shouldn't go live about something that affected me. Amanda Lynn, why would I give a fuck about what you say? Do you think I don't see your shit? Do you think I don't hear what you got to say up there? You think I didn't hear you call me a effing bitch? And you got it right back in return. I appreciate your apology, breaking the silence. And I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, that I made a comparison. No, Gretchen the Great. She specifically said, and then the truth went live. And if it triggers people, the truth shouldn't go live. No, she specifically said my name, Gretchen. She specifically said my name. I'm willing to talk it out, Batty. I'm willing to talk it out. Because, like I said, I wouldn't be this hurt if it wasn't said by BTS. And I felt like my feelings were not being validated. I'm willing to give Resolution a shot, Cameron, because I absolutely adore BTS. And that's why it hurt me so bad. You know, I come to YouTube for an escape. Welcome, Samantha B. And then to hear somebody that I really do like, and I enjoy her live streams, which I don't go in anymore because that's where the mean girls hang out at. Yeah, exactly, TL. Exactly. So, in other words, Laura's allowed to spread hate and lies, and when new people see it, exactly, Captain. Marsha, that link was for. Thank you, Winky. Please take care of your mama. Keith, I'm so sorry about your mom. I don't know that I've seen you since I don't know that I've seen you since you lost her, and I'm so, so sorry. I think a lot of people know on here the feeling. I dropped a link, Bluebird. I'm so, so sorry. Hey, Mac. It just seems only certain people can vent without a backlash. We all need to quit telling people. I agree. I did drop the link, Red. I don't know who you are, Red, so I do truly care about BTS. And when I made the comparison and I said walk a mile in my shoes, because I would never want to walk a mile in hers. Why the mean face, BTS?
Because that was my avatar before and I haven't changed it. Now, y'all got what you wanted. I'm on this panel while I'm upset. Now the chat has what they wanted.
No, no. The chat wants us to work it out, BTS. You said you weren't ready, and I totally understood it. But I'm upset too, BTS.
You can be upset, Tracy, but the thing is, I've never spoke on your personal life, ever.
No, you just invalidated it by saying I shouldn't have gone live.
I said, I don't understand why you go live and say that someone else is triggering people by doing what they're doing. But when you go
I didn't
live,
use the word
you're
trigger.
triggering them all over again. That's what I said. And that validates everything that you've said to me? I don't think so.
Do you want me to go back and pull the panel that you sat on with Stephanie Brown?
Yeah, Tracy, I want you to do that. I want you to go back to 1999 and pull all that shit out of your pocket that you've been holding for this day.
I'm BTS. I do not want to fight with you. I do
I don't want
not.
to fight with you either. I'm just up here because that's what everybody wanted.
Well, okay, so you don't want to work it out.
How are we going to work it out when the next time I say something that offends you, you're going to go live about me again? What's the point?
No, you know what? I'm never going to speak on you again, BTS. It doesn't matter what
Thank you.
panel you get on and invalidate my feelings. I'm never going to speak on you again.
Well, listen, you can talk about me referencing YouTube all you want. Just don't talk about my personal life. That's all I ask.
I was speaking on my personal life and you
Tracy,
invalidated
every
it.
time you say domestic violence in my name in the freaking same sentence, that's my personal fucking life. I have never spoke of you, your son, or your personal life. Your cancer,
No,
your looks, whatever the fuck. That's your personal life. I've never said that. I've only ever stated my opinion about what's happening on YouTube. That's it.
and I have every right to speak on my personal experience um without you getting up on a panel and making it sound like I didn't have the right.
I never
You
said
know,
you didn't
like
have
I
the right
said,
to
it
talk about
wouldn't have hurt
anything.
me.
I said I don't understand why you say other people are triggering people by what they say, but then you just put it out there even more. That's all
Go
I
back and
said.
listen to my
If
live.
that's
And
such
I,
a bad comment, then I apologize for that.
but it's not the first time you've said it, BTS.
No, it's not, because it's true. And it's about YouTube. It's not about your personal life.
Well, you said Tracy. So if you would have said YouTube, it probably wouldn't have hurt as bad.
Listen,
But you said
I'm sick
Tracy.
of people. Listen, for one, I'm not an advocate because I'm not even fucking to that point yet where I can be. I woke up this morning. This is a second video about this fucking domestic violence shit being threw up in my face. First thing when I wake up has
I didn't see the
nothing to
first
do
one.
what I said about you.
And you think I don't get videos thrown in my face?
Oh my god.
Look, like I said, BTS, I will never speak on your domestic violence ever again. But please
Thank you.
don't invalidate my feelings on what I'm going through with my son, because your community post hit me like a rock, because I
You know,
totally agree
oh,
with it.
wait.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
That community post was after you said what you said about me on Tawanda's panel.
I understand that.
And I wasn't
She's saying that it helps.
invalidating
No. She's saying
anything.
it's helping her. It's helping her move along because she's using that as her own personal mantra. Hi guys, I'm up here now. Hello. BTS,
Hey,
are you okay?
I will be okay.
Okay. Because we don't have to do this now if you don't want to. I don't want you to be
Yeah,
upset.
I didn't want to, but it's like every time you don't, then the freaking chat's like, oh, she don't want to work it out, blah, blah, blah. Well, they got what they wanted. I'm up here now.
Well, anytime you want to hop down, you're not going to get any judgment out of me or anybody else in this chat. I promise. If you need to get down, you need to get down, and this can be handled privately, which is probably the way that it should be being handled, anyways.
And I've
You
been
don't need an
asking for
audience
that for a month.
you guys don't need an
BTS,
audience
I haven't
for.
received anything from you.
Tracy, I can't send you a friend request without your number. I told Pixie in the Discord DM the other day that I've been trying to talk to you. Nobody has given me your Discord number. No one has helped you to add me as a friend, whatever.
So I mean, okay, so we could probably go back and analyze like maybe like 5 or 6 other ways that you guys could have tried to get a hold of each other, but regardless, it didn't happen. So who cares? That part is over now.
Well,
I feel it
and you
feels like
with you
to me that both of you guys, I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the stream, BTS, but I don't know if you heard what was going on with Truth and her son. I for one didn't know about this, and I know that she probably has a handful of people that she did share this with, but basically the community at large did not know the hell that she's going through. So what it feels like to me, and you're going through hell as well, or been through hell recently, so I think you guys are both extra raw as far as maybe your feelings. They're right there at the surface, ready to just explode, and they might not even be at the target you're aiming at, but it's just who gets the bullet. I feel like Truth went live yesterday because Laura made an asinine comment about the mothers of addicts, and then maybe if they talked to their children they wouldn't be addicts. They're so stupid, they failed as mothers, basically, is what she's saying. She didn't say fail as mothers, but that hurt a lot of people, not just Tracy. But because Laura and Tracy do not like each other, she's going to get the brunt of it. But that hurt a lot of people, especially if you're a mother and you struggle with this in your family. And I think all Tracy needed to hear was that it's okay that you're pissed by that comment. So was I.
Yeah, but instead I hear, well, why would she go live
Well, and I
about it?
probably would have said that and probably would have felt that way had you not been coming at me over this freaking domestic violence stuff for a
No,
month.
you said it before I ever mentioned your name, BTS.
Tracy, this isn't the first time.
And it's not the first time that you've invalidated my feelings.
How
You
many
live
times
your
have you went
hell.
live and
You
talked about
lived
my
your
personal
hell
life?
every single day. I live my hell every single day. It may be a different hell because mine concerns my son.
Have you seen me running panel to panel talking about your life, Tracy, and invalidating that? No, I have not.
Have you seen me running panel to panel talking about your situation, BTS?
No, you just do live streams about it all the time and on 2 panels last night.
Yeah, I went to Jenni Jenn's. I did.
Well, and as far as Jenni Jenn denouncing all her friends, that just seems so out of character. Obviously, I need to go watch the stream. I missed it last night. I don't know Jenni Jenn to be that kind of a person to just denounce everybody. Hold on. The kind you won when and the entire audio was not played. BTS, you defended her on that panel and agreed with Tracy. What changed?
Listen, I've defended her and agreed with her so many freaking times. Took so much shit behind the scenes from my own fucking friends for standing up for her, and I will not do it anymore.
Okay, well,
And
that's
that's
ridiculous.
fine.
Whoever's giving you shit behind the scenes needs to fuck all the way off. That's not okay. Showing someone compassion and empathy, which is, I'm sorry, it's slim pickings around here. Showing compassion and empathy towards another human being is a good thing. Why would anybody give anybody shit about that? Shame on you, whoever did that.
You're right, Doodle. You're absolutely right. I don't think BTS understands how much her comment, how much I value her, and how much her comment hurt me.
And that's what I hear. When I hear both of you guys right now, I hear extreme hurt because somebody that you cared about hurt you. That's what I hear. And I feel like we have more in common than we have that divides us. We need to come together, not break apart. This whole I'll never speak of you ever again is crap. That's not true. You guys care about each other. So maybe not today or tomorrow, but this needs to be worked out somehow. You guys are both powerful, inspiring women. And I don't say those things lightly. You guys know me. I'm not a shit talker, and I don't get up and blow air up people's skirts. I don't do that. I'm saying the truth. You're both very inspiring. The lessons that you even have shared just in the brief stories that you've told, BTS, apply personally to my life. And I don't know that I've ever maybe even told you that, but they apply personally to my life. So you will never hear me invalidate what you're going through. That being said, truth, I don't have the same experiences that you have with my sons. I don't. But I pray for your son all the time and for you all the time because I can have empathy. I can have compassion. Whether it doesn't matter if I've lived it myself, I still can imagine what it's like to be terrified that you're going to lose your child at any moment. And knowing that that roller coaster never ends.
Never. Never. 17 years I've been going through this. And it's my problem and mine to deal with.
But you're not alone.
I didn't really think a live needed to be started yesterday because of my opinion about what Laura had to say.
Okay, well, I can't fix that. I can't fix that part because, you know, it happened. It happened already. People are going to have opinions. Anytime you go live, expect someone to have an opinion about what you said. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast in this community. Every time you go live, people are going to have an opinion about what you put out there. And it sucks because we all used to like each other. What the hell? This division in the community, I don't understand why more people aren't bothered by it. I'm pissed about it.
Well, the first thing she was offended by when I came up here was my avatar picture. That in itself is a problem to me.
I wasn't offended. I asked why the angry face. That doesn't mean I was offended, BTS. I don't get offended easily. It hurt my feelings when you were on that panel and made it sound like I had no right to go live about what I went live about. It hurt my feelings.
Well, and
I
maybe
never said you didn't have a right to go live about that. I
is
never
it
said
possible
that.
that you're both a little extra, maybe even more sensitive than you normally would be? You know, because you saw that avatar, you immediately thought it might have something to do with her feelings towards you at this moment, and it didn't, right? So could it be that you're just kind of trigger happy right now, both of you? You're both upset. You're both like, you know, as far as, you know, your emotional status, it's right on the edge. So maybe you guys are being a little extra sensitive right now. And maybe when things cool down, you'll see that this isn't the end of a friendship. This isn't end of friendship worthy. It's not.
No fucks given. Why are you here? Why are you here? It has nothing to do with you. You absolutely despise me. Why are you here?
Yes, Mac
Because
11.
it
A lot
upset
of us
me
didn't know.
because of something that BTS said. And then I turned around and upset BTS by something that I said. So why
Look,
are you
Tracy,
here? No fucks given.
you started this back on from Patricia's panel when the whole
Oh,
Corey
so you're
stuff
going
went
to dig in
down.
your pocket from 1999? Because that's what
No, I'm
you
just
just told
saying
me.
that this is where it
That's what
started
you
with
just
me and
said to
you,
me,
and
BTS.
you haven't stopped since. That's my point.
That's bullshit.
Well, I don't have to prove it. I think everybody has pretty much seen that.
Well, and maybe,
Really?
you know, and regardless of whether it's proven or not, that's how you feel. So her feelings are valid. That's how she feels.
But when I brought up something from the past just now, BTS is like, oh, well, let's go back to 1999 and pull it out of your pocket because that's what you do.
That is what you do. You've been upset
And
since
that's
then, and you're
exactly
still
what
holding
you
on
just
to it.
did. I apologized to you and you accepted that apology. And then you turned around and wrote in a chat that you really didn't accept it.
I guess what I don't understand is I don't feel like any of my comments were really that bad.
They might
And
not have been
they
that
might
bad
not
for
have been.
you.
They might not have been, but in the state that she is in at the moment and what she's thinking about, she's probably not you know, maybe she didn't put a lot of time into analyzing your comment. She just went with her gut. We've all done
Well,
that.
she has already said before that she does hold me to a higher standard. So therefore, anywhere I go, that's what it's going to be. It's going to
Did
be
Wendy
about
not
me
say the
being there.
same thing? Did Wendy not say the same thing?
What thing?
No, I'm
What did I say?
sorry. It was Randy. It was
Okay.
Randy that
What did I
said that.
say? Yes, I think that there are certain people in this community that are held to a higher standard. And you are one of them because you're a leader in this community. What you both are. You both are leaders in this community. I think Diane and I are held to higher standards. I think Randy is definitely held to a higher standard. I think a lot of the people in this community are held to higher standards, especially if you're a channel holder. But that doesn't mean that you can't live up to those standards. It doesn't mean you can't try to be empathetic toward one another and forgiving when people screw up, because we do. I screw up every single day. And I know you guys do too. We say things that we regret. We say things that we don't mean, maybe to be extra hurtful because you're pissed and upset or whatever. But that's not friendship ending. It can't be.
I just don't. Like I said, I'm never going to speak on BTS again, and that way there can't be any kind of misunderstanding. And I won't sit on a panel that speaks of BTS in a bad way.
I haven't seen any other panels speaking bad about me but yours.
Well, I mean,
I've
I guess
seen
maybe in the
videos and shit
future.
talk from like
Mm.
Life with Jen bullshit like that, which is
Yeah.
just insane and nobody cares because it
Right?
whatever.
I saw
But
that in the story too, and I thought, oh my God, what
yeah,
in
that
the
was what
world?
that's the first thing I seen when I woke up this morning.
What in the world? Good Lord. Yeah, I don't understand that. I've given up trying to figure out why people do some of the things that they do. I can't. I can't know. But I feel like the two of you, you don't have to be best friends, but I just feel like you're both such strong women in this community. that there's more that connects us than divides us. And I want people to see that, I guess. I've always known BTS to be a very fair person. I have. And Truth, I feel like you are too. I really do. That's why I like you both so much. I really want you guys to fix this. We've had enough division in this community.
No one has ever thrown that up in my face more than you, Tracy.
Well,
Yeah,
and that
and
sucks.
I apologize
So
for
never
that.
again. Yeah. Never again.
Yeah, like I would have expected it from other people before you.
And I would have expected you to validate my feelings as well, BTS.
I don't feel like I have invalidated them.
Well, I do.
Well, it feels like though, that whole, I don't think Amanda Lynn did this, or Amanda Lynn stream did this. I don't know. It feels like the whole message was twisted into being, somehow you're attacking Laura's parenting and all of that. None of that is true. You never did that. In fact, you've said
No,
more
I
than once
didn't.
that, good things, positive things. I don't want to speak on her children, so I'm not going to continue. However, the comment though was about mothers of addicts and how somehow it's their fault because they didn't communicate enough with their children. And you don't think mothers of addicts ask themselves that every single day? Should I have talked more? Should I have spoken less? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Like, what an asinine comment to say. But why are we expecting someone with no empathy to be empathetic? To me, it doesn't surprise me anymore what Laura says. This is her. She's not an empathetic person because she's not, because she is what she is. So
Right.
she's not going to say empathetic things. She's not. She's going to say hurtful things on purpose.
And I went live about it, and because it did affect me, and I went live about it, and the next thing I know, Amanda Lynn fires up a live, and you got Hello Starlight sitting up there acting her childish ways.
But maybe that's how Amanda Lynn's seen it, like her feelings and opinions. Her feelings are valid too, and maybe that's how she's seen that's how it happened.
Yeah, and maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just sad because it turned into something that it didn't need to turn into. Obviously, because that was an asinine comment. We all should be able to agree that was an asinine comment. But instead, we've got people trying to defend Laura, saying she can raise her kids however she wants. That has nothing to do with the comment. The comment was about mothers of addicts, not how she's raising her own kids. And it got twisted all into that. And what I don't understand is I know that there's some smart people in this community. Why don't you see that? But that's my soapbox. I'll deal with that on my own panel. I don't have to do that here. But I'm just saying, why are we expecting someone with no empathy to have empathy?
It didn't shock me, Wendy, what she said. It didn't shock me a bit.
Right.
And I went on to say that in my live. I'm not shocked. Nothing Laura does shocks me. But because it affected me, I felt like I had the right to go live about it.
And you do. You have a right to go live about anything you want. And so does everybody else.
And I guess I was in my feelings. And when I heard BTS say, well, if it triggered somebody, why would Tracy go, or the Truth, whatever she called me, go live about it?
Well, and I bet you money that she wishes she had never said that.
I can only do one thing here, and that is to apologize and to promise to never speak on your situation ever again, BTS, ever.
And that is all you can do. And then do it. Live up to the promise. That's it. That's all you guys can do. And we will all hold her to that. None of us will speak on it. Actually, we can hold each other to that because nobody should be throwing up anybody's life experiences in their face. There's only one asshole I know, well, two, that do that in this community. And
I've been sitting back listening to it for like a freaking month now.
well, hi, British Chippy. I see you, darling. I see you guys. I see everybody saying hi to me. I'm sorry that I didn't say hi.
Yeah, they don't call Laura out for her bullshit. They don't have any problem. I'm not talking about you, BTS, but they don't have any problem coming in here and calling me out for mine. They actually said in Laura's streams, not you, BTS, although you do set in her streams, and that's your business, that if that's what you want to do.
Like that's a part. I feel like that's a big part of this too, honestly.
No, it's not.
Okay, and even let's say it is. Let's say it is, maybe not for Truth, but for other people. It's difficult to understand why or how people that I see that have exceptional intelligence, good people, can sit back and watch and listen to some of the trash and not say a word. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And I have seen them tell Laura in her chat. I've seen them tell Laura in her chat, that's not right. That's not true. You shouldn't say that. I have seen that.
Yeah. I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. I'm just saying what I've seen people say. People have said that. It's confusing. It's confusing to watch people that had different sense and different opinions and different, sense of right and wrong. And then now all of a sudden that doesn't happen anymore. It's confusing. It's confusing to people that thought they knew those people.
I've called Laura out so many times.
Oh yeah, you definitely have. And I've called Laura out numerous times, as you know, as everybody knows. And that's why we are where we are.
Laura makes comments about things that affect so many people in this community. And I might fire up a live, but I don't see anybody else firing up a live and saying, Laura, what you said was messed up,
what's the point in firing up a live? If we fired up a live about everything that Laura said that she shouldn't have said, it would be like every day. What's the point?
Then
and
what's
you're
the point?
You're expecting Laura to be moved by social pressure. Truth. You're expecting Laura to be moved by social pressure. She won't be. She isn't going to be. You're expecting her to say, oh man, I can see where that hurt somebody. Maybe I shouldn't say things like that, or I should apologize for something like that. You're expecting her to do that. That's called empathy. She doesn't have it. Like you're expecting a fish to climb a tree and then mad because they can't.
And I'm not gonna hate her for the things that she says that she shouldn't, the same as I'm not going to everybody else in this community. She's not the only one.
We called Laura out for over a year. Where were you? Oh, I was right there with Laura, and I got called out too, Ask 274. But now all of a sudden, things that Laura say seems to be acceptable with a handful of people.
It's not acceptable, but what can we do, Tracy? She's a grown adult. What can we do to stop her from saying anything that she wants to say?
When she makes comments about domestic violence, why wouldn't you go live and speak up on that? But I'm wrong when she makes comments about
Tracy, I did drop a video on her when she spoke about that. It's still up.
Like I said, at this point, BTS, my feelings were hurt, and only because it was you that said it. I will promise you never to speak on you or your situation ever again. Don't say everybody didn't think what Laura said was acceptable, because Hello Starlight was in her chat saying she totally understood.
Well,
don't say that nobody thought it was acceptable.
Yeah.
She didn't agree. She said, I wouldn't do it with my children, but I totally get it, Laura. So don't say no one.
Well, and not everything has to be responded to. Not everything needs a call out. There's no purpose in calling Laura out because she doesn't care what any of us think. She doesn't care. She's going to do what she's going to do. So there's no point in calling her out. What you could have done maybe is gone live and said, I disagree with this particular statement, and here's why. And then keep it about your story.
I tried.
Yeah. I mean, that's all anybody can do. Like, I don't fuck with Laura. I stay away from her. I don't go to her streams. I don't watch her because she just makes me mad. So why waste my time? I'm not gonna waste my time.
I agree, Amber K. There is a difference between being civil with people and supporting and making excuses for people's bad behavior. I totally agree.
I, for one, tell Laura every time what I think. Every time. Whether it's on a panel, on my panel, or in a video. She already knows. But at the end of the day, she's a grown adult. I don't expect you to be able
to change Laura, BTS.
Yeah, no one's going to. No one's going to.
I have the screenshot, Ash274. Okay? I'm not putting anything on Starlight that she didn't say or do.
All right. Well, Starlight's not here, so maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know what.
I don't know what she did or didn't do.
You can't take the full context of a text message. You just cannot.
Well, she's not here to maybe explain or even apologize or make it right. Like, she's not here to even discuss it. So it's probably, that's a conversation we should maybe wait till she's here. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah. And I've seen BTS stand up to Laura. I have.
I did. And it's my fault. I did hold you to a higher standard, and I shouldn't do that. And I will never, ever, ever speak on your situation ever again.
That's all I ask. You can talk about my behavior on YouTube all day long.
But well, that's fair. Yeah.
Not my personal life.
But I'll tell you what, I won't sit on a panel. I won't sit on a panel while while your personal life is being discussed. I don't care that Laura's streaming me. Laura has no content of her own. I don't care.
Yeah, well,
Laura's not working now, so y'all might as well get ready.
'Tis the season to rattle your can. Just saying.
She has a lot of
rattle that can, girl. Get your coin.
And just as we have a right to go live and speak, she does too. So
that's fine. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not saying anything really hateful about Laura. I'm really not. She doesn't like me, so I'm sure she's saying very hateful things about me, which is fine. I don't care. I'm really not trying to say hateful things about her. What I'm saying is she's not going to change. This is who she is. And she's proud of that. She is proud of that. Proud of not ever being willing to change. And that's fine. That's who she is. That's not who I am. I like learning. I like growing. I like changing. Especially if I feel like it is, going to benefit other people. But, that's me. Not everybody's going to be like that. I don't know, Amanda. She didn't tell us that she was making a vid. I haven't seen the vid. I have no idea what the video is.
Because she can. Right? Because she can. Because that's what I'm being told here.
I guess because she can, yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're dividing even further than we need to be. And I wish that we didn't do that.
I agree.
I feel like we're better people than this. And we're all going through, if nothing else, there's a freaking pandemic waging war on us. If nothing else, we've got family that we haven't seen in months and months and months. Like, we can all be a little more empathetic toward one another. Well, maybe not all. Most of us can be a little empathetic toward one another.
Lord, sure she can. You're right. Yeah, Mandolin, I am right. Because I'm sitting here being told that people can go live about anything they want.
Like I said, all the time.
I don't want any problems with you because, believe it or not, I do like you. So I'm ready to put the past in the past.
Well, we're all going through some stuff, and that one thing that keeps getting thrown up at me, that may not be the only thing. So,
And maybe I took it out on you when I shouldn't have.
that's what I feel like you did. Like, I feel like
Okay,
that one little
I
comment
apologize.
didn't really warrant all of that you said to me.
But I really wish you would have got on that panel and not made it sound like I didn't have a right to go live. I wish you would have said Tracy has every right to go live
But
because of her
listen, that's not the
situation.
comment that I made. I didn't say that, though. I didn't
No,
say that you don't have a right to go live. I said that I don't understand the fact that you go live about something because you're upset because somebody said something that is triggering to other people. But when you go live, it brings more attention to it. And then it's a triggering to even more people that didn't see it the first time. I said I didn't understand why you did that. That's not saying that you don't have a right to go live and talk about what you want. You can.
well, that's the way it came off to me.
I'm just trying to understand why.
Because number one, I never used the word trigger in my life. And I don't know why I felt like you invalidated my feelings. I'm sorry, I did. Just like you feel like I invalidate yours. So all I can tell you is I will not speak on you and I will not speak on your past. I have empathy for you. I have empathy for what you've been through, even though I don't know your whole story.
Yeah, people keep asking me to tell that. Like it's gonna help the
I don't
situation.
know.
I'm like, no. Never gonna happen. Not here.
I don't know why Anna Mary or Clary would be blocked from here. I'll have to check it. I thought Anna Mary's been in here before typing. I'll have to look into it. All right. Well, like I said, BTS, I don't think this can go any further other than we both agree to not speak on each other and our situations because there's no
Yeah, I've never
comparison.
talked about
There's no
yours.
competition. I wouldn't want to walk a mile in your shoes, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to walk a mile in mine.
Nope, I sure wouldn't.
So I appreciate you coming up, BTS. I really do.
All right, I'm gonna jump down.
Bye, BTS. Love you, sweetheart.
Love
Bye,
you, Wendy.
BTS.
All right, I'm gonna hop down too, unless you want me up
No,
here for anything else.
I'm
I
getting
think
ready
I
to
think
shut
you
this
guys did the
down.
right thing. I'm really proud of both of you, honestly. I know that it's probably not over as far as recovery and all of that. I get that as far as feeling better about each other, but hopefully this was a good start. And if nothing else, it's a good example of how we should be behaving in the community. So well done.
Thank you, Wendy. And
You're
Life
welcome.
Rewinded, I agree. I don't understand why anyone had anything to do with this to get involved. I don't get it either. I'll have to check into why Anna Mary or Clary would be blocked. So with that, I appreciate you all coming in here. I appreciate your support. Um, please continue to support BTS and her struggles and anybody else on here that's going through struggles in their life. Please continue to support all of them. Because I don't ever, ever, ever want to invalidate somebody's feelings. I don't. So I wish you all a good day. I've got things to do. I've got my son to deal with. So I'm going to go do what's important. So you're right, Ben. Prayers for everybody. Peace, guys.